The technique used is strangely not strange, at least to us, because now we live in a world of pixels. But when Georges Seurat began painting in this style, it was revolutionary. With fellow artist Paul Signac, Seurat pioneered what came to be termed as pointillism. Seurat completed this iconic painting a Sunday afternoon on the island of Grande Jatte in 1886. If you haven't seen it live, you might not realise that it's enormous, 2 by 3 metres, or 6 foot 10 by 10 foot 1, meaning there's an awful lot of little dots of colour there. But before we discuss that, let's just enjoy the painting. It's Sunday afternoon. The sun is shining. The breeze is gentle. The grass is green. The nearest couple in their darker clothes, standing in the shadow, anchor the painting, providing a backstop to the greater area of sunlit peace and gentle activity. Of all the people in the painting, they appear the least relaxed. Their erect stance and formal pose are foil for most of the others, who are lounging, sitting, strolling, and even skipping. In front of them, a man from the working class takes his ease, his long pipe in hand, his face a study in contemplation. For those who must work 6 days a week and perhaps attend church on the Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon was indeed a rare treat, one to be fully enjoyed, lounging on the grass, taking in the sunlight dancing off the water, thinking about the meaning of life, or maybe not thinking at all, just gazing into the middle distance, all at peace. This mixture of class on a sunlit Sunday afternoon is itself part of a new approach to society, which Seurat seems to be promoting. Our next couple are together, but occupied separately. She is embroidering. He, like the working man, is taking the opportunity for his own silent rumination. Those more well-off still have their own problems to think about, it seems. And now into the glorious sunlight, a place for casual activity, sitting, looking, playing a trumpet. I wonder how that was received. Strolling, picking flowers, skipping, showing off the new baby, just generally lolling about. And then the water, lively and sparkling, with a small steamboat, a yacht, a fisherman, a rowing team. Finally, in the distance, buildings on the outskirts of Paris. The island of Grande Jatte is in the River Seine, at the time a fair distance from the centre of Paris. A nice afternoon includes the family pets too. Happy-looking dogs, and yes, a monkey, disappearing as the background shows through. The monkey was not an afterthought, earlier studies show it, but it was added on top of the background, and it looks like the colours used were not as light-fast, perhaps one of the earth pigments like burnt umber, which are prone to fading and losing their lustre, and it has become an unintended ghost monkey. Georges Seurat painted his epic work over a period of 2 years from 1884 to 1886. It is monumental in size, exciting and unusual in technique, but like the Impressionists around him, it is simple in subject matter. A Sunday afternoon, a subject his contemporaries would have recognised instantly, and indeed a subject with which we too find it easy to resonate. Seurat's style was described as neo-impressionism, new or beyond impressionism. Pointillism is far more scientific than the artist-focused impressionist style. Pointillism still uses colour theory to determine which pure colours will be used, but then places the foundation colours directly onto the canvas individually as tiny dots or very short strokes. This makes other colours appear. Rather than being blended first on the palette or blended directly on the canvas, the dots remain distinct. The colours are blended only in our eyes, or brain I suppose, rather than on the canvas. This is a lot of work. Seurat said, "I painted like that because I wanted to get through to something new, a kind of painting that was my own." In these studies we see the thinking and sketches for what was to become this massive and iconic painting. Earlier Seurat had completed Bathers in Asnières. This is the same geographical area but a different angle. This painting, also large, was also executed using his pointillism technique. As mentioned earlier, these points or very short brush strokes are each chosen using colour theory but placed on the canvas unblended, neither on the palette nor the canvas. Seurat intended that they be blended by our eyes at the moment of viewing. This is not an unusual thought to us today because we understand that this is how a colour TV or a computer screen operates. Seurat's intention was that by creating colour this way it would be more vibrant, lively and striking. This idea had come from tapestry, where the French chemist Michael-Eugène Chevreul had written a book, Principles of Harmony and Contrast of Colours, noting that different dyed threads, when woven together, would produce other vibrant colours. Not merely a matter of pigment, but instead utilising the principles of optics, creating a direct route to colour through the mechanisms by which our eyes perceive it. Seurat used the term divisionism to create this style, but pointillism is the term which has stuck. Seurat said in 1890, "Art is harmony. Harmony is the analogy of opposites, the analogy of similarities of tone, of tint, of line, taking account of a dominant and under the influence of the lighting, in combinations that are gay, calm or sad." He took all his art seriously and wanted to make his own contribution, which he has surely done. But let's put all the technicalities to one side now and take ourselves back into a warm Sunday afternoon. The breeze blowing, the laughter of children, the bark of a dog, the call of the rower's coxswain, and yes, even the sounds of a trumpet. The light dances from the water's ripples, the grass sits softly under us, and the scent of a pipe wafts in. Take these moments when they arrive and seek them out. Enjoy the serenity of nothing to do right now, for all too soon we will be occupied again. Bask in the solitude of a crowd of others similarly occupied, and stare out into the middle distance. A Sunday afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press like. If you want to be notified when I put out more reactions to great art, please subscribe. See you next time.